Welcome to Spooky Saturday, where the stories tend to make you stand on end, and I'm not talking just hair. Your sanity is optional here, so let's dive into tonight's tale.
When a door opens by itself, most people blame the wind, the house settling, maybe even their imagination. But Sandra didn't have that luxury, because immediately after that door swung open, something very real ran past her, and later that night, it decided to visit her once more. Hello, paranormal poet. My name is Sandra, and what I'm about to tell you is something I tried to forget. But this experience, it wasn't the kind that lets you forget so easily. It stays. It lingers. This took place last year during one of my ordinary workdays. Nothing unusual, nothing alarming. I'd done this routine 100 times. Cook, clean, care, check the meds, the kind of day where your brain just goes on autopilot. This is where the first unique event in the day occurred. As I was cleaning the house, I made my way to the stairs. But the moment I headed for the staircase, something felt wrong. Before my foot hit the first step, I felt this pressure in my chest. Was it anxiety? I couldn't be sure. And then, a thought made its way into my mind. Go back downstairs. Don't go up there. It wasn't a whisper. It wasn't intuition. It felt like a warning. I tried brushing it off, because if I didn't, I would have to relive the same horror prior to this event in the same house. Something I never talked about openly, not to family, not to coworkers. Still, work needed to be done, so I pushed the feeling down and kept climbing up the stairs. I walked into the bathroom, grabbed what I needed, and tried to breathe my way back to normal. The silence upstairs felt heavy, unnerving, like the house was listening. Somehow, when I stepped into the hallway, that's when the whole atmosphere changed. The air around me got colder, heavier, like there was some sort of figure just looking at me, but I couldn't see it. When suddenly, behind me, the bedroom door, the one that always stayed shut, creaked open. Slow, deliberate. I turned, and before I could even process what I was seeing, something ran past me. A small figure, child-sized, a little girl, or the shape of one, rushed by with a soft giggle. She wore a long nightgown that brushed the floor, her hair hanging in dark strands that swung as she moved. I didn't see her face, but I saw the general shape. Instincts kicked in, and I ran down the stairs in a hurry. I was not having it. I didn't tell my client. What could I say? Hey, you're upstairs? Has a giggling apparition in a nightgown. I composed myself, finished my shift, and began to head home for the day. Then somehow, the day escalated. I pulled into my driveway. When I walked into my own house, the first thing I felt was relief. Home, safe, quiet. I put my things down, kicked off my shoes, and headed to my bedroom. I thought, finally, a chance for me to get some shut-eye after what had happened today. When I made it upstairs, I reached for the doorknob, when suddenly, it began rattling. Not a gentle shake, not the building settling. This was violent, twisting like something on the other side was struggling to get out. My heart stopped. The same pressure from the staircase came roaring back. For a moment, I just stared at the doorknob, watching it thrash in its socket, and the thought hit me. Did something follow me? I forced myself to stand still, and I said firmly, "You need to stop. This is my house. You are not welcome here." The second the words left my mouth, the rattling stopped completely. Silence filled my hallway. I opened the door slowly, bracing myself, but there was no one inside. Just my room, exactly the way I left it. I haven't experienced anything like that since, but the question still lingers in the back of my mind. Was something in that house waiting for me? All I know is this. What I saw wasn't my imagination. What I heard wasn't a dream. And what followed me certainly was not an innocent girl. Something charading as one makes a lot more sense to me. I hope I never experience that ever again. If you enjoyed this true story and wish to see more like it in the future, don't forget to hit subscribe if you are new, click that like button for me, and comment what moment did it for you. If you love true, paranormal, scary stories in audio-only format, you are in the right place, so tune in every Saturday at 9 p.m. PST for new stories every week.
Through the static and the silence, a whisper calls your name. A voice that chills your spirit, yet soothes you all the same. In the dark, the tales unfold, where shadows love to creep.